James Caan, the versatile leading man and character actor, has died. Caan honed his craft over more than 6 decades, but he was best known for his pivotal role as Sonny Corleone in the original Godfather movie. The CBC's Jackson Weaver joins me now live. So, Jackson, tell us a little bit more about James Caan's career.
I mean, you mentioned that iconic role in The Godfather, but there's been so much more that he did in that gigantic span of a career in both film and in television. Of course, in Brian's Song, where he played a dying football player. He was in the classic horror thriller Misery, directed by Rob Reiner, and of course in Thief, that classic Michael Mann movie. And James Caan really portrayed a really tough guy exterior that defined his career with a certain vulnerability in there that really defined who he was able to bring to life on the screen. And I mentioned the film Thief. That was one of the maybe lesser known films that he was in comparatively, but in that film he had a fantastic quote that I'll have to paraphrase a little bit here, but his character said that you have to get to the point where you don't care whether you live or die. You have to get to where nothing means nothing, and that's something that's kind of being bandied about right now. But as a person, as an actor, he truly loved what he did, and you can see that in the fact that he was still acting right up to the end. I mean, just a few years ago, he was in the Get Smart reboot. He was also in the original series. He played himself in an episode of Family Guy. He was, of course, the irascible father in Elf along Will Ferrell, but also he has even more movies coming out, including a film, Fast Charlie, that he's going to be in 2023. So you could really see that he loved what he did. He loved his fans, and his fans are really expressing how much they loved him as well.
And now, Jackson, already we're seeing a lot of reaction on social media. What are people saying?
I mean, so much reaction. He was so important. As we said, Rob Reiner, as I said, who directed him in Misery, has tweeted his condolences, how much he loved James Caan. There was also Adam Sandler, who acted with him in the films Bulletproof and That's My Boy. He tweeted that I loved him very much, always wanted to be like him, so happy I got to know him. Never ever stopped laughing when I was around that man. His were the best. Now, actually, James Caan was kind of famous for his Twitter presence. Possibly a reason why there's so much condolences being shared there as well. He would often share pictures, photos, remembrances of old films he had been in, also messages of condolence and support to other fellow actors. Just a month ago, he was tweeting his sadness over the passing of fellow actor Ray Liotta, and he would often end his tweets with a kind of tongue-in-cheek little phrase, end of tweet, that maybe poked a little bit of fun at his old age using social media. He was 82 years old, and this final tweet that did announce his passing by family and representatives ended in the same way. It's a final entry in a fantastic, impactful, and so emotional moment of this man's incredible career.
Thanks for this, Jackson. That is the CBC's Jackson Weaver in Toronto.